What's going on, everyone? Vampyr Gaming here, and today we're going to be talking about Rush Shanks, or like an Aggro Shanks list. This is, I think it's pretty good. It's really basic. This is more of a list just playing for consistency and leading on that side of aggro. I think that this list is beneficial in games where you are playing like the mirrors, things like Blackbeard. I think this is just slightly better there. I think it's slightly worse into decks like Lucci and Doflamingo. So I think you sacrifice just a little bit because your KO power, your control cards aren't as good there because they're all playing 4-drops. So do with that what you will, but I think this list overall is pretty solid. So first off, Shanks. Once per turn, you can give your opponent's leader or character minus 1,000 power during this turn. So what makes Shanks so strong and why I like the control build is every turn that you live with Shanks, his ability gets just a little bit better. You're able to continually, every turn you take is an additional 1k counter that you get. Every turn that you can use that 1k counter, it's an additional, it's just one, it's a pseudo one card you didn't have. And you just get one additional card, so you're almost like, it's almost like playing with more cards, more hand than your opponent. You know, he's one-arm Shanks, but it's like you have an invisible hand is how I always think about it. But so this leader overall is pretty strong, and he's really strong the later into the game you go. So that's why I'm a big fan of the control build, but this is more aggro-oriented and very consistent. It is based off of Chris Sock's build that he played in the PPG and kind of built from there, and I'll share my thoughts on the cards as we go. But Otama, very straightforward, very basic. OP01 card, like the only card that's a staple in red, which is embarrassing, truthfully, for the color, but the Otama is an incredibly powerful card. Minus 2k, helps you trash cards, helps you answer cards. You know, and it comes up. I don't play this card as much as I probably should, but this plus a Beckman really goes a long way. Dragon, of course, we want to focus on Rush. This card is really good against Teach. On curve, really powerful, especially when it's paired with a Shanks, and this card is going to get to swing the next turn because they have to reply and turn with their 10-drop. Really like this card. We're playing 4 of. It's also a key card in the mirror. And it's decent in Dofi because you can use this to go into one of the bodies or guarantee clear, which is not too far off of what you're going to do with Rayleigh. So I do like it there as well, and really good for Bonnie too. Just this really good into most matchups, and so I upped this to 4. I think 4 is very appropriate in the meta we're in now. And then Rayleigh at 3 again. I think we can get a little greedy. 4 was just a minimum requirement because of Doflamingo, because this was the best card to play against Doflamingo. It still very much is, but less so now. And it's like, it's still decent in other matchups, but yeah, I mean, this card just went to distance in your matchup against Doflamingo. So I think 3, I think Dragon is just the better option here now for the 4. Now, Uda, I don't like Uda. I think, like, you know, there are more searchers. I think that gives Uda a lot more value, and then consistency. So in a meta where people don't know what to do, Mangly, he's been on the channel a couple times. One of the things he did was he just built his deck to be super consistent, and it paid off because not a lot of people are familiar with everything, and just being able to do what you want to do, like just being able to add just a little bit more consistency and see things, and just, like, you know, there's a lot of things you can put in this deck. There's a lot of ways and directions you can take, but just making it super condensed, super consistent to where you know what you're going to see, I think can really go a long way. If I was to replace this card, I think right now, I don't like Sanji either. I'm not a huge fan of Sanji, this 3-drop. But if I was to replace this, I'd replace it with this. I think both of these cards, this card is really good for for Blackbeard, because on your 9, you can spit out 3 of these, and they're going to play a 10-drop. And so you just went super wide, and you can put in a ton of swings on them, which is what you need in the late game. Like we'll see, I do play a Blackbeard in this video, just to kind of see, because I think that's Shanks' worst matchup. And this, going first, you get to play this. They have to reply with, like, a card to KO it, and then you're going to get value, and then they have to give up cards. So I'm a big fan of this just overall in that aspect, because it's the only card that's going to let you go wide in the late game, because you're like, boom, play 1, 2, 3, and you have 1 down up for Divine if you want, or just to swing 6 with your leader. and then they're gonna possibly freeze, and you're going turning a ton of these sideways. You can go, you know, like 7. I think it's 7, 8, 9, 9 with leader and all of these, assuming you can swing. So that's a lot of pressure on on Blackbeard. So I think this card has its merits. If you think you're gonna, or if you're having a hard time with Blackbeard, I think this helps out just a little bit more than Uda does. But Uda's pretty good in the mirror too. Both these cards are really good in the mirror. Uda lets you find your 10 drops, which will help you in that matchup. But then of course, yeah, just Sanji. You can also add in. I should probably add in. You could go. I'd probably go minus these. Play Goldie Roger, because there isn't one here. Maybe even cut a Shanks and add in Goldie, just for the sake of it. Especially because Blackbeard, I think the card's phenomenal against Blackbeard. You just put yourself at 0 and then you play it and win. So I might cut one of these and add in that because I think that's really matters. But those are like just like idea, you know, changes, like thoughts as playing this deck, and changes that you could make. And then, of course, for Shanks, again, you could trim this down to 3, put in a Goldie Roger, because this list doesn't currently have one. I do really like Roger, but again, this whole list is just based off being super consistent. Super, super consistent. You're going to see what you want to see. You're going to see your cards, which is what this is meant to do, and then you're going to play your curves, because that's what this deck does. And then, of course, another card I would like, you know, we have the Beckman. We don't have any other 7. And there isn't any like good 6. You do have this Luffy, so you could double up there, which is like okay. And yeah, it's okay, but I don't love it. I miss Newgate. Hitting that 7 curve, going first is so important. Going second, you have so many options, but going first, you only have Beckman. Anything else, you're kind of playing from behind. So I really like Newgate. I think, you know, I have a build with Newgate. I think he belongs in the deck. I really like counter too. This deck only plays 15 bricks, 15, 18 if you count Divine as a brick. So we only play 15. We play a lot of counter, which is, I think, what you're supposed to do. In all the lists, I want at least 15 2Ks. I think it really goes a long way. But yeah, Beckman, you get the trash 1 card. With Otama, you're trashing 8Ks, which is a majority of bodies out there. And then we have Hongo. Hongo is really good for Purple Luffy. Really good for Purple Luffy. Possibly the mirror this card can come up. You can rest it and then use it to potentially trash something. Swing into this Shanks that you play earlier. Hongo can be relevant. There are some unique situations where this card will come up. You can also have Hongo and then like Yasop and then do that into a Beckman to trash like a Dragon, or again, you know, using this, resting it, then trashing a Rayleigh. Yasop's less good without Whitebeard or the Newgate, because you can't play 7, attach 1. Any body that they played is probably a 6K, so you're swinging, making it a 5, resting your Newgate, KOing it. So you don't get to do that, which is slightly worse. Again, why this build is slightly not good into Doflamingo. I still think it's fine because they don't have Jinbei, but having the Newgate goes to distance in that matchup as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah, Yasop, the cool thing about this is this card is better the more bodies your opponent has, because it's going to make you a 6K, and that at the end, I've had a guy play 2 of these and become a 7 on me, and it actually like really mattered. So this card's really good for like late game, but also really good on the 5 curve. Lime Juice is all right. I could cut this and put in like 2 Sanji. Just because there aren't a ton of blockers that are 4K or less. Green does have them, and so does Teach. Teach does have the booger guy, Vasco Shot, but it's just okay. I think it has, you know, it has its moments. This plus this will do a 6K, which can be incredibly relevant. There's also, I think people are trying to play Lucci, but I was already on 3 Lime Juice previously in the last format, so I think if you wanted a different 2K, this is your first flex area. And then we have Lucky Roo. This card we're playing 4 of. It's really good for Purple Luffy. I think Purple Luffy is incredibly underrated right now, and I think Purple Luffy is really good into us right now. If you can start spamming 10 drops, you're in a really good position, but otherwise it can be an incredibly scary matchup, especially when they, you know, when they pop off, when they hit their curve. when they're PCPing, perfect curve ploofying. I played 3 before. He's a little bit better now because we're not getting law bounced all the time. So I think a 4 is very validating. And then we do lose Rayleigh. So Rayleigh is no longer like in the build because we're playing this 2K chopper. It's a 6K. It's like a Borsellino, so it is semi-relevant. It can come up, but also just having the 2K, but having that blocker. So we play 8 blockers now. And then this Rush Luffy. This Rush Luffy is incredibly powerful in the mirror and in many other matchups. Blackbeard, if this body sticks at all for 1 turn, it goes the distance. This going first, going second, it's a little weaker because then they just Beckman it. But going first, they have to wait at least 2 turns to be able to Beckman it. And it really can put in work. And then afterwards, you have another threat that they just don't get to answer. So really big fan of this for the mirror. I really just, I've always said it. Going first always feels really good for me because I end up going first in a lot of them. So I'm just partial to first. Then you get to play this on 9, then this on 10. So you get to do all of that, which is really nice. And then you get to remove whatever they play on their 6. And then Divine Departure. This is the new event that came out in OP10. You get the rest 5 down. So you rest 1, and then you can rest 5 down and KO an 8K. It does remove anything like Eustace, provided there's nothing protecting him. That's the big body that it hits. It can also remove other things. It can remove a Rayleigh, anything that, Jozu, like that, if you want to do this. It's also a 3K counter. Does not have trigger. So if you were trying to pull one of these from your life, you definitely want to leave 1 Don up, similar to like how Purple Luffy does with their Gum Gum Giants. Leave 1 up just in case you pull 1 because it can save you, but its trigger will not. I did go ahead and cut Gum Gum Mole. Was it Gum Gum Mole Whip or whatever? I don't think Pistol Mole Pistol maybe. I know it's Mole, but I like to say Mole. I cut this. I like it so far. It just felt really underwhelming. I don't think it's required. I think everybody's playing around Eustace, Captain Kidd, anyways, and that's the best card that this card is for. Anything else, I think we can really just answer on our own independently. It does have a very nice trigger, but I went ahead and just cut this out. I don't know if it's gonna do the thing, but like with Sanji, it gives you a 6K body, which makes this incredibly easy to use and kind of control the board. I think this, if I was to add this in, I would cut this and add one of these in as a one of. I think these are fine. I also truthfully think you can play Red Hawk as well, but let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Alright, so we have a game against Doflamingo, which I think is now slightly us favored. So, key cards in this matchup. We are still playing Rayleigh. Key cards in this. We have double Uda. We're going second. We don't have really any curves, so we're going to go ahead and mulligan. This is a way better hand. We are going second, which is unfortunate because we only have to play one of these at their optimal moment. But seeing a Rayleigh is big. And if we can see like a 4-drop, I think we're in a good place. Them starting off with Buggy. Okay, here we go. So this is essentially going to be right here. We're going to go probably Lucky Roo into Luffy into here. We're going to go ahead and just pass. Fake the Red Hawk. Never be afraid to fake the Red Hawk. Just because it was so real at one point. There's trauma hidden there. And in that, we can take advantage. But yeah. They can go teach into something. Which isn't bad. And if they do go into teach, we have Lucky Roo, so then they have to have the law. Which they might have just because they played out Buggy. If they bounce this back, it's fine. Yeah, there's the teach. Go stack 2. They need to play something that's going to re-give them a card, otherwise they're losing a lot of value here. Okay, they're going to play this. That's not a lot of value. I almost want to take it because I don't have any 2Ks. Go ahead. This is my only 2K, so I'm actually tempted to just swing 9 into this instead of playing Lucky Roo. Because they can bounce Lucky Roo. If I just swing 9 into here, I eliminate that threat. I think I am just going to swing 9 here. I think that's just better. Because I just get to keep a card in my hand. We're still not in putting range, and he just can't guard this. And then, like, if he wants to swing with Teach, great. He's going to play Sinjamin. Not off to a great start from Dofi's side. Playing out this. Did he mulligan? Fine Gecko. That's the kind of card you want to see. Start recurring that value, so when you do like a Teach, you're going to add a card back. Yeah, doing that for 1 Don, but I imagine this is the Gecko. And then we're going to go 7 at the Gecko. We're going to play this Luffy, go 7 at the Gecko, then 6 at life, assuming they give us the Gecko. We're going to take this hit. Yeah. We were never countering out of this. Choose an effect. Click it. No. Blocker. They add back the Crocodile. So they have a 2K. We're just going to go ahead and take it. Still no 2Ks. We play a lot. There's a 2K. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to start off playing this Luffy. We're going to swing here. Luffy ability, attach 1. If he wants to go down to 2 cards, it's fine. Yeah, he's not going to. He's going to take this hit. I don't see a world where he counters out because he wants the resource. So we're going to leave this up just to fake. Just to fake the event. Now, if he swings at us again, we do need the counter because we don't want to be at 8 cards. For fear of putting. Jozu, yep. It's a pretty good play. Now he gets to use Teach as well. And then he can play that back once again. Jozu's incredibly powerful on that turn specifically. And then we're going into... I think I'm just going to Beckman. I don't think we're going to play Rayleigh just yet. I just don't think there's the value here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use the ability, do this, and dump a 2K. Well, he gets to bump it. So I might have to go 2-1, which is also just fine. I just don't want to get puddinged. Yeah, he's going 7. I'll give him a 2 and a 1. He might not even have Law, truthfully. Which is fine. I can go 6 here if I just want a card from hand. Because if I take a card from hand, then get rid of this. Because I can go -3, -2, but that's not really going to do anything when I can just play this. It is counter out of my hand. So I can swing 5, leave this up. I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go here, and then we're going to go 5. Yeah, because they were going to take it. There's no reason to give that to them. And then we have this. And the next turn, we're going to Rayleigh. Because Rayleigh, we can minus this and then put a swing on it as well. Hmm. 10-drop Shanks would be big. Really want to get rid of this. Really want to get rid of this. If I go -3, -2 here, KO this, swing into this, I really like that. I think that's a win. Because, yeah, like, the teach gives him the most value. Playing the Weevil. Going 6 at me. We're going to go ahead, use our ability, -1 here. I'm going to go ahead and give up this. Just because, again, Law. He hasn't shown the Law, but this is why I don't like this Luffy. Yeah, we got double Rayleigh now. So, yeah, I'm going to -3, -2. I think I have to KO this. Maybe -3, -2. I think it's fine. I think the teach is fine. I don't think I have to respect it. I think this is just slightly better. Doing this, and then I'm going to go 7-7, which is the same thing as 7-9, but this way I get cards. And if he wants to give me his entire hand, I'm also okay with that. But if he just gives me it here, I'm okay with that. He's still okay. Because he still has the 2K he added back. And then we're going to go ahead and just swing 6 here. Yep. That's fine. Now we have Divine Departure up. We don't want to get too low because we have a billion bricks. And this build doesn't have any way to filter these. So these bricks are here to stay. We only have 2 cards with counter. But we have this other Rayleigh, which will also put in work. A 10 drop would have just been huge, but them seeing 6Ks is what you don't want to see. And all he's been playing is 6K bodies. Red Rock, that's fair. It's a lot cheaper too because he gets to keep this. He's going here. What is this? Is this 8? I probably just take this. Use Divine Departure and Leader here. Take. It's the same thing, but this way I just get to see what this card is in advance. He didn't he's about to establish a threat now, but I can clear both of them. Oh no. I miscalculated. I should have used... I didn't anticipate a Hancock. Yeah, this is not good. I might actually just take it. I think I'm just going to take it. I'm not going to give up 2 cards. I'm not going to give up 2 cards. I'm just going to take it. We're still okay. We're just going to take it. We are not okay. We're actually so not okay. Which is crazy. But we're in a really good spot. I actually think there's... I just can't go to 0. And if he all-ins me, it means he has the event. And if that's the case, I just lose. This one's 4. This one's 3. I'm going to remove this. And then we are going to go here. I probably should have swung more here than here, but we're going to go ahead and go here. If he has it, he has it. If he just attaches all of it, he's not... Yeah. Oh, pudding. Oh, they actually put me into a way better hand. Because I had no counter before, but now all I have is counter, so I'm not upset. A teach. They're very low on cards. So I'll probably establish a blocker. I have to counter out of this. Yeah, we're going to do this. And I'll give him the lime juice. 5? Sure. Do I give him this? I kind of want to play this and trash a body, but... Them splitting it up is really good there. I have to do this. This body isn't as promising, so they go 3, 3, 1, 2. 3, 3, 1, 2. 1, trying to mathematically just beat me. I don't love that. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to throw an attack here. If I play this and get rid of this, I have 3 cards. I swing here, remove this. They only have 3 attacks. I'd have to get out of 2. Touch 5, attach 4, attach 1. I could get out of those. I might, because I need another threat to still win. And I need this gone. So I might go, I think I'm going to go 5 here. And then we're going to go 7 face. And I'm going to trash their pudding. Because now I have potential lethal. Because I still don't think they gave me that crocodile they added back earlier. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. But now I have 4 bodies. And I need 3 hits. And I still have the potential to play a blocker. But I pretty much just have to go for game next turn. They're going to add back a 2K, trading in a 1K for a 2K. That makes sense. Oh, they're playing a blocker. That also makes sense. Because my best point of attack, 4, 2, 2, 1. It's like 9, 9, 9, 9, 10. Yeah, that's what I expected was one of these. We're going to go ahead. Honestly, I think there's the argument to go down to 0 right now. For the sake of possibly Roger. Yeah, see, they're going to go put all the swings on me. I'm going to go ahead and take... Oh, interesting. The fact that they didn't play their blocker, though, is weird. Because now I know they have 1 brick in hand. So, I just... Oh, and I draw Dragon, which is big. We're going to go 7. Okay. 9. And yeah, we just all in. Yeah, this deck's got a little bit more bricks, which I don't like. And truthfully, the matchup is still not the greatest. Yeah, like, I don't know why they added this brick. Even if they did, we had Dragon and we were fine mathematically speaking. But, yeah, I mean, the game was incredibly close overall. Pudding was huge at the end. But, again, I had no counter. But it's like the facade of me having counter. And then they just get to turn all of these sideways to put damage on. We'll go to the next one. I want to try to get a Blackbeard in here. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect. They're going second, which is slightly down for us. We've got double Dragon, which I don't hate. We don't have anything else. I would really like to see a Luffy, but double Dragon's really nice. I'm going to keep, but I don't know that I should. Luffy on 5 is incredibly powerful in this matchup. We found a 5 curve play, so I'm okay with that. And we're going to go ahead and return these. They are very KO'able. So next turn I'm probably going 5-5 just to poke for cards. You got This Is My Age. And Lafitte. So poking 5 feels less good. Doing double 5, because then I have to spit and attack here. Let's see. Let's see if they take the first 5. Because I want cards, but I want the Lafitte. And if I buff up on 6, I don't get to take this for free. So let's see. If he gives me a card, I think... there's the argument to go 5. But I'm also really liking that he just gave me a card. He could play Dot Q. I don't think he should play Dot Q, but he could. And if so, I just get punished for not doing this. So this, he's going to put his 5 into here because his 5 does nothing here anyways. But there is the argument that this was just incorrect. So he finds Full of Lead. Liberation, draws Shiryu. What is this? This card came up to one of your opponent's characters. Oh, I see. I didn't know that this card was a 7k during my turn. Oh, he's going 7 at it? I don't know if that's it, but yeah. It's yours. Because, yeah, now he gets this. I don't get to swing into there for free. So this essentially becomes a 2k this turn. And I don't have a play for next turn. So if he comes at my face, okay, this is just for the trigger. I'm seeing this a lot. Okay, he's found another way to load up his trash. I'm very tempted to take this. But we're not going to. We're going to go ahead and do this. Against my judgment. Okay, he finds Kuzan. Okay, he's going to play a Burgess. He didn't take away my effects, which I think was big incorrect, but whatever. 2. I'm going to go ahead. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to go 7-7 at his face. You go here first. We go here first just in case this is a trigger. So you swing with your character first. We're going to go 7 here. We want to put on that pressure. Yep, we get 2 cards, and we're going to play this because we get to play out our dragon. If we can keep our board, we're in a really good spot. Once we start chaining these, or like potentially 10 drops, I think we're in a really good place. We're going to go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to give him this. I might even go after this Burgess next turn. We're going to go blocker. No, we'll do this. Okay. Draws a Shiryu. Okay, he's got the 2K and the 1K. He's going 5 at my face. I don't want to not take it, but I just want to dig for cards, so I'm going to take it. Playing double Burgess isn't ideal. He's pretty low on cards now, though, so I can play this and then attach one here, go 7 at 7, and then go 9 here, possibly clearing this, or I can just focus on hitting his face, and I can do 6, 6, 9. Really depends. He hasn't searched to teach yet, and I have another dragon to go at him, and I have a decent amount of counter, so I can continue to save this. Second he pitches a card, these go up as well. But I could clear one. So that's what I'm thinking on right now. If I play this, I don't get the on play because he black holed. And he runs out of cards really quickly. I can go 7 at 7. And then he has to give 1 card. And then I can go here. I could also just do a quick 5 at face. See? Because if I can put him down, it could really be worth it. So he has to like give me 1 here. Or else I can potentially put him at 0. Because he wants to play his 10 drop. So assuming one of these are 10 drop, it's a brick. Okay, he takes it. So now I'm incentivized to really go in here. And then if he counters out here, I can also still go right here. So we're going to go ahead and minus this. He takes it. Okay, I think I'm just going to go all in on 9 and then force him to give me a ton of cards. And then he's in not a great spot. Yeah, like this. Yes, we go 9. Okay, now he's at 0 life, so if he plays a 10 drop, he's going to freeze this. He'll go here, and then I can go 7, 9 at his face. Nullifies my ability. Yeah, he gets to do that. 5 at me. I am going to take this, because I want to protect this, if possible. I will give him a 2K and a 2K, because this body matters. This swing's going to matter. And then I'm going to give him a 2K and another 2K. He's going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to draw. I can split my attacks here, go 5, 5. Or I can play this. I can play this. Does this do anything? If I go 5. How many cards is this? 5? So 10 is 3 2Ks. How many 2Ks do we have in trash? 1. Because he gets to block one of my swings for free. There's only 1 2K in trash. And then if I go 6, 7, that's 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Should I ask him if he has the 2Ks? Sorry, my misplace. They're fine. They're fine. So if I go 6, and then 7, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. It's 3 cards either way. This is 2K, 2K, 1K. If I play this, because he gets a free block. He gets a free block. I can start off as a 9. Potentially play a blocker, buy me a turn. Attach 4 here. He has to counter out. If he blocks, I mean, I just all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Yeah, I think I do a 9. Or if I play this, do I lose? If I play this, he can't end me, right? I've got 1k, this, 3 life. Turns all these sideways. I mean, there's a world where he does beat me there. Question is, like, the question that I have to ask myself is, do I have to all in right now? I could also do 5, 6, 12, and that frees this up for the next turn if he plays one of these. Let's see. If I go 12, 5, 6, 12, and this lowers these, but I don't have this. So I could lose to, he can go up to 10, 10, so 9, 9, 12, 15 could be his attempt at lethal if I play this. 9, 9, 11, 15. I don't like that. I think I do the 9. I think I do the 9. See if he blocks. If he does, I'll just see if he has the counter. I don't remember what he added last turn. Okay, he has the 9. Got it. So now I don't have to turn this sideways, and I'm going to play this blocker, and we are going to pass. Okay, this is what I thought. Now again, I need 3 attacks to go through, but now all my attacks only need to be 17. Or because he only has 2 cards. So he's going to go 5 at me. We're going to go ahead and take. I'm going to go ahead and take. Each one of these needs to be 9. So 4, 3, 4. So we've got it. We're good. Yeah. Yeah. Now each one of them needs to be 7. So we just go 7. Yeah. GG's. GG's. Yeah, we just go till we to where we don't lose. We just need to play where we don't lose. But that was really close. This card would have been huge earlier. But yeah, as always, if you found this content of value, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you all in the next one.